Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Broncos and the Hawks on Monday Night Prime Time.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you to the end of Week 1 of the 2022 season. And the appeal for this one, it's obvious. No surprise it's been saved for primetime, CD. These two franchises involved in a blockbuster deal in the offseason that, of course, dealt that quarterback from Seattle to Denver, and now he gets to face his former team.
That quarterback, Russell.
First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll send out at quarterback from San Diego, Reed Sinnett.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Sinnett. That's complete to Penny Hart. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Sinnett. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down by Noah Fant. You're reminded watching him play that he's one of the most athletic tight ends we saw coming out of college in recent years. Every route and every catch can be turned into a bigger play with what he can do as an athlete in the open field. A nice big play from him there for the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Sinnett to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Penny. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Penny, a first down carry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hart. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Boy, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. 1 losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding Walker complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. This is the tight end fan. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Going right back to Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he went 104, 53-1 in the regular season, threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns, a Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks, and of course led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Walker's somebody just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that would be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Sinnett. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And this is going to be another 1st down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing is Sinnett. toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. From the gun, it's Walker. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Walker, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Kenneth Walker. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now Wilson on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
There he goes left side. 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Here's Sinet to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Second and 9 now. That's caught over the middle by Fant. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Meyer's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Jeudy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. To throw again is Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Alvin Kamara, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Rams with an ideal start as they move to 1-0 in front of their home faithful. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Russell Wilson and the Broncos set for another offensive series. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's Lockett. A nice little juke. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 3. Open man is hard. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hand off here to Walker. They juked him. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one complete to Hart. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Sinnett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing is Sinnett. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a draw play. It's Walker. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or 2, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Inside handoff, Penny. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Albert Okuregunam, the intended target. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
He does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
They keep it with Penny on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Sinnett to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On first down, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Wilson on first down. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8th. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. On 3rd down, Penny. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone, A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his throw here is incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. He's got room at the 30. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Wilson gets it to Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Wilson will throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 1-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game.
But partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more in.
Dale.